Our message for ICE is simple: get the hell out of Evanston.
Hold on, I knew I recognized that mayor. That's the mayor of Evanston, the guy who was caught standing in front of federal vehicles at the Broadview ICE facility in Chicago. Which, by the way, this person right down here is Kat Abu-Ghazaleh. She's being charged by the DOJ for obstruction, yet the mayor was standing right next to her. Anyway, let's continue to the story.
Hey! Hey!
Okay, so recently in Evanston, Illinois, Homeland Security is reporting that one of their vehicles was smashed into. And then we saw something I don't think we've ever seen before. One of the protesters tried to run inside of a federal vehicle, snatch out the person who was being arrested, and of course Homeland Security pushed back. Now, there's a lot more going on with this story, because the mayor of Evanston is also suggesting that people go out and basically let everyone know when ICE is in the area, to include getting a whistle. We'll cover everything. Now, before we start the video, make sure to please like the video. It's the #1 way you guys are helping this channel, and it also helps others see the videos as well. And this mayor in Evanston keeps popping up on my radar and other people's radar. I wouldn't be surprised if the DOJ launches an investigation into his actions, and I want to make sure you guys are here to see it. So make sure to please like the video, please subscribe. We're going to keep tabs on this.
Hey, I'm standing here where just in the last hour or so, we had ICE agents assaulting people, beating people up, dragging people into cars. And I'm sort of without words, honestly, at the kind of obscene brutality that I've seen. There's been an incredible outpouring of people standing up to try to push back, to try to keep one another safe. I'm just asking, get engaged, keep your eyes on the street, have your whistle with you. These people are brutal, they are thugs, and we have to keep each other safe.
Okay, so these are some very hefty accusations. The mayor of Evanston is claiming that Homeland Security, they are assaulting people, yanking people out of cars, but then probably the one thing that stands out to me is the fact that he has a whistle around his neck and suggesting that people get involved, people respond. And obviously, we've been covering a lot of these videos in the Chicago area. Whenever there's confrontations between protesters and federal agents, you can hear whistles in the background. Now, one thing the mayor did not say in this video is that if you get arrested and you're sitting in court and you say, well, my mayor told me to get involved, that's not going to work in court. You're not going to get saved by the mayor. It's all on you. If you make physical contact with Homeland Security or you try to snatch somebody who's sitting inside of a car, the mayor or a lawmaker cannot help you.
An accident was caused. They're attacking a person. Hands on people! Hey! Get your hands up! Hey! Get the fuck out of here!
Okay, so first things first, obviously this gets very heated, but we have two separate narratives. Over from Homeland Security, they are claiming this person crashed into them. And of course, the other narrative is from the protesters, from the mayor, Homeland Security crashed into her. And you hear in the background, there's no plates, there's no plates. Again, we're trying to analyze patterns we keep seeing in the northern Chicago area, Evanston as well. We keep seeing this over and over again. And if you have a mayor who's saying, get involved, is this what he means by get involved?
Hey! Don't put your hands on people! Hey! Get your hands up! Hey!
And that guy just made physical contact with a federal agent.
Get the fuck out of here!
Back up!
Don't put your hands on
Back
me!
up!
Don't put your hands on me! Nobody's touching you!
Everybody back up!
We just saw a protester make physical contact with one of these federal agents. The reason why I keep pointing out these details is because we're going to listen to the local news report, and you would think we are talking about two different stories, and that federal agents are just marching on the streets and shoving people out of the way without any of this raw context we are watching.
The interaction with federal agents happened at this intersection of Asbury and Oakton. That's when neighbors say the federal agents took at least 2 people away after allegedly causing a traffic accident. Now, this afternoon, a protest rally happened where Evanston officials denounced the action of these federal agents and accused them of deliberately causing chaos while brutalizing people.
ICE agents have assaulted Evanston residents, beaten people up, grabbed them, abducted them, taking people off the street once again because of the color of their skin.
Again, I told you guys, if we did not see the prior context, you would think I was about to show you like a war documentary or a battle in the middle of like Afghanistan. No, we are talking about the same story, and that's why I really wanted to hone in on the details that before physical contact was made by federal agents to defend themselves, physical contact and entering the crime scene from protesters occurred. We saw that in real time. And by the way, you guys know me. If you're subscribed to my channel, I would call out the federal agents if they didn't do that, if they were being the aggressors, but that's why we're here, to look at the full scope of the story.
It is an outrage. Our message for ICE is simple: get the hell out of Evanston.
Words of anger and defiance as the mayor of Evanston and its residents gathered in protest to react to federal agents taking at least 2 people into custody after allegedly causing a traffic accident. It happened a few blocks from an elementary school. Witnesses say a man and a woman in a red car have been following the agents to warn people of the danger.
So notice how this is about 50% through this news segment we're watching. That part would have probably been kind of crucial to know why we might have had a confrontation, considering right now, and we've covered this on my channel, Homeland Security is absolutely not playing around. If you're going to follow agents, you're probably going to get arrested, considering in context right now, agents are under severe threat of having their data leaked and also being attacked from gang activity and other activity who are putting hits on them. Now, I don't know if we've ever seen anything like this, but watch what happens.
Hey! 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 No! No!
Yeah, he has to draw a firearm because, again, the protester runs up to the vehicle and tries to snatch the other person out of the vehicle. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Scroll back here. Watch right here in this area.
Hey!
Right here.
Hey! Hey! No!
So I want to refer back to that mayor who had a whistle around his neck, and I hear whistles in the background, and I have to assume when the mayor says to get involved, is this what he's talking about? To defend people in this area, to push back against Homeland Security. Those are his words, not mine. Again, I'm trying to give you guys the full context, because even if you despise Homeland Security, the question I pose to you is, are you still okay with this? Is this still an okay thing we are watching? Because it's getting a little violent here and people can get in trouble, arrested, and that mayor is not going to be able to save you in the court of law. And there we go, pepper sprayed was deployed. Now from here, the mayor actually posted his own commentary, and again, I am shocked he is putting himself out there, considering Kat Abu Ghazala, who we've been covering on my channel, right now is being charged by the DOJ for obstructing and attacking federal agents. And here he is. He was standing right next to her over at the Broadview ICE facility. Now he's giving commentary on what we just watched. And what you will see is he must be seeing something else than we're seeing, but let's just watch this clip. This is his commentary.
Look at the way these guys are behaving. This is, first of all, he takes this woman, throws her out of the way, hurls her on the ground, and now look, watch this, pulling a gun.
Hey, I will agree. At face value, man, this is aggressive behavior. Like, why would you're throwing a woman on the ground, you're taking out a firearm. That's why we played the first half of the clip, to give you the entire context, the escalation adding up to this. And we know that was a woman trying to pull out another woman, try to have her escape from this vehicle. We just missed that whole entire context. So if you are looking at this at face value, I would agree, this is shocking. But this is why we dig into these videos, to show you guys the full context, so you're not being like fear-mongered, so you can understand what is actually happening here.
On a civilian for the crime of yelling at him.
Hold on, are we watching the same video? Watch right here.
Behavior. This is, first of all, he
That's a person who's handcuffed.
takes this woman, throws.
In any other circumstance, whether it's just the local police, that would probably happen to anyone else, but now all of a sudden, because it's Border Patrol or ICE, now all of a sudden it doesn't matter. If anything, you would have to be even more careful. These are federal agents. They fall under a way different jurisdiction as far as what they can do and not do and what you can do to them.
Crowd. This is just about intimidation. They are trying to attack, they are trying to brutalize, they are trying to frighten. And the thing is, they're obviously frightening people, but they're not intimidating people, because our community is standing up more and more and more.
Okay, again, I don't know what he means by we're standing up more and more and more. I have to assume, because this is the implication we're getting, he has not said in either of these clips to be peaceful. He has not said that. If he did say be peaceful, I would give him props for it. I would say thank you for saying that. Thank you for giving the disclaimer. But he's not saying that. I'm trying to be as fair as possible here, and I'm trying to put myself as a regular viewer, an everyday viewer. If you're watching this and he's saying thank you for standing up, we're pushing back, how are you supposed to interpret that without some sort of implication of being peaceful?
A man was
Shame! 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 Get the hell out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Leave our neighbors alone, you f***! Get out of here!
This is something we also always overlook. I mean, the amount of traffic violations here is also very dangerous. What if there's a 911 call for an ambulance? What if we have a medical emergency? And yet everybody here is blocking the roadway, which is probably why I think I hear the police in the background coming to respond. And I don't even know how far those police officers can even help. So because this is a sanctuary city, you have to be careful. You cannot assist ICE agents if this is a deportation operation.
Yeah, get out of here, you f***ers! Get out! Ice out! Ice out! Yeah, we're watching you f***ers! Leave our neighbors alone!
So again, to the Trump administration, lawmakers are harboring this environment. When you have a mayor who gives the green light to go out and get them, in his own words, to go out and push back, go out and defend the neighborhood, how else do you expect that to happen? I mean, that's an implication from the Trump administration that residents are going to do what the mayor said to do, and this is what it appears it could be looking like.
To say a man and a woman in a red car have been following the agents to warn people of the danger. That's when they say the agents slammed on their brakes just past the intersection, causing the people in the car following them to rear end them. Neighbors say.
So again, this is where we go to a court of law and you sit in front of a judge. We don't go into this clashing and protesting and whistles. What happened has already happened. So again, you have the two stories. Somebody was following ICE agents slammed on the brakes. Who is at fault here?
The agents then violently pulled a man and woman out of their car. We are blurring their faces because we do not know if they have been charged. That's when members of a neighborhood watch patrol who were nearby and heard the crash came to see what happened.
Again, it's not like all of a sudden everybody just has whistles and they're standing by. We keep seeing this in Chicago, in Los Angeles, Portland, these watchdog groups. Now, one specific group known as VC Defensa, they have been called out individually over in California. Some of their members have been arrested for being legal observers who are just simply following, but to the DOJ and the Trump administration, a lot of times that following actually implies what we're seeing seeing here. I don't know the names of the watchdog group in this area, but it is getting called out by the local media that, hey, they just so happened to be in the area and this happened.
That's when one of the agents allegedly pulled a gun on one of the bystanders and then threatened to pepper spray him.
Well, we just missed the entire context here.
Came to see what happened. That's when one of the agents allegedly pulled a gun on one of the bystanders and then threatened to pepper spray him.
You know, there's a sequence here that we just watched. So again, if you're watching this news segment and you just listen to the mayor, you would assume, man, that must have been unprovoked and out of nowhere. This to me is why we need to have a more peaceful dialogue, analyze everything we're seeing, and get together, figure out how we can prevent clashes and attacks. And by the way, here's the mayor right there.
And I saw ICE officers pulling a woman and throwing her on the ground, just a citizen, an elderly gentleman who maybe 65 or so, that they threw him down the ground and bloodied his face up. And I saw an officer on a film when a protester goes, "Where's your warrant? Where's your warrant?" drew a gun at it with no de-escalation at all.
Now, witnesses say the federal agents then threw that man and woman into their vehicle.
Now, hold on. Why did they skip this first part? This part right here, we know that's not the sequence. We know before this, the person on the other side over here tried to pull this woman away from the vehicle while she was handcuffed. What is going on here? This is not the full sequence, guys. Again, I don't know if the media company did this on purpose to save time, but that's why I'm here to fill the gaps for you. And again, the intentions is to get the full evaluation so we know what's going on. So that's not what the sequence was.
Now, witnesses say the federal agents then threw that man and woman into their vehicle and simply drove away. It's unclear where those individuals are or if they have been charged with any crime.
Okay, so that's the news segment. Now, as I was filming this video, Homeland Security actually has caught on what's going on with the mayor and some news outlets, and Trisha McLaughlin is clearly saying this was all self-defense. A member of Border Patrol, he had his private area grabbed and he's trying to defend himself. Again, defensive actions. And once you make contact with federal agents, once you make contact with a vehicle belonging to federal agents, that's it. The gloves are off. But we need to make sure we are analyzing this as fair as possible. Because if Homeland Security is being as aggressive as the mayor is claiming without being provoked, then yeah, that's a problem. We need to look into it. But if that's not the case, hold on. What is going on here? More protesters are going to get arrested and hurt because you're asking them to go out and do your thing, go out and support the community. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this was a fair enough analysis to where you could have a proper interpretation of what we just saw. Again, there are two vastly different sides of the story. I tried to fill the gaps for you. Now it's up to you to make the decision. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I always advocate for peace on my channel. God bless, and we'll see you all later.